Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop. Stop right there. Just stop. Who are you anyway? And when did you lose yourself? You are not that story you tell. You're not. That story that you've been telling over and over and over for years and years and years, that's not who you are. And I say for years and years and years because I know, because of how I structured the ad, that all of the women in this group are what they call of age. You know, you've been through some things, you've seen some things has happened in your life over and over and over again that you got lost in the shuffle. So who are you anyway? Who are you? I don't know who you are, but I know who you are not. You are not that story. Every time you tell it, you dig a hole deeper away from who you are. So, ah, that felt good. Mm. You were born for greatness, and you already know that. This is not news to you. You already know that you were born for greatness. You sense that within your whole being, and you've known it all your life that you were born for greatness. Not victimhood, not even sainthood. You were just born for greatness. And so I have this question of who do you think you are not to play your part in the betterment of humanity? That's why you're here. That's exactly why you're here. And you went through some things to refine that. And some of those things were rough. They were rough, you know, like Tina Turner says in Rolling Down the River, she's singing nice and rough. Some of those things were rough. I know that. I know that. But you were born for greatness. And you've been hiding behind a story. A story, okay, I want to say this because I don't want to trigger anybody. But I don't care. If I trigger you, you probably need to look at that. A story that's not your story. Yeah, that stuff happened to you. Yeah, but that story is not your story. I'm not discounting what you went through. I am not discounting any of that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You were born for greatness, and sometimes you even imagine yourself doing this thing, this great thing that you were born to do, this great person that you were born to be. Sometimes you even imagine that and you feel the emotion of it. You feel yourself in it. Yeah, yeah, you do. You do. You were born for greatness. You have a big dream and you were born for greatness. And you've been hiding behind a story for all these years and not stepping out into your greatness. Consider this. Maybe everything that you've gone through was in preparation for your greatness. for your big deal, for you to step into your big deal. You just got some things to get off your back first so that you can step into the greatness that you were born to be. Now, if you join this group and you thought it was like the other groups for people in narcissistic relationships where you get on and you play Ain't It Awful? Ain't it awful that I went through this? Ain't it awful that you went through this? Ain't it awful? Let me tell you this story. Yeah, and my story is a little tighter than your story because my mom was a little badder than you. And then I not only had a bad mom, I got a bad husband. He was a narcissist too. I went through all of this stuff. They're wearing me out just making it up and saying it. So I know it wears you out. I know it does. But there's another side of the story. There's another side. There's a new story. There is a new story. There's another side. There's something else uh, besides going to be around people who co-sign your misery. This ain't the place. This is not the place for that. And what will not happen is, well, not what will not happen. What will happen as far as me and you is this thing is backwards. I will always hold you in your highest light. I will not co-sign the drama. When I post to your post, I will hold you in your highest light. I will hold you to the standard of the person who has great things to do. That is the standard that I will hold you to. So if that's too hard, or if that's too triggering, this might not be the group for you. Because we are going about shaking off the old stuff and going about what we came here to do. And listen, and if you are of the age group that I selected for this ad, the clock is ticking. If not now, when? If not now, when? I started this journey, this particular journey right here, and the things that I'm doing with and for people at 65 years old. So I woke up and I saw that I had frittered away a lot of time and energy on something that someone else was doing. Did you get that? I had turned my life over to something that someone else was doing and saying about me. Yeah. So I woke up and I went about getting me some help. You know, I spent, we're going to talk about these things later, but I'm going to lay them out here. I spent a lot of money in the mall. I spent a lot of money on alcohol. I spent a lot of money on things that were not healing me. So when I came to a person who said that they could help me, and I believed her that she could help me, and her price to help me was big. And I started to talk about how I can't afford, I don't have, I can't afford, I don't have. So then I thought about over the years, over time, when I wanted that alcohol, I never said I can't afford. I found a way to get it. Yes, ma'am. I found a way to get it. When I wanted this new fashion, I didn't say I couldn't afford. I found a way to get it. So why wouldn't I find a way to help myself? Look, why wouldn't I find a way to finally take me off the back burner and get myself some help? Because I wasn't helping myself. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it by myself. So we don't have to do retail therapy, alcohol therapy, overeating therapy. We don't have to do that stuff. We don't have to do that no more. There is a way out. And if you are tired of all of that stuff, there's a way out. And I know it. I know it because I got out. There is a way out. And if you are really, really tired and you want to talk to me about it, send me a private message and we can set up a time for a call, either on Zoom or on Messenger, on the telephone if you want. And we can talk about this, what you need to do to move forward, to step out, to live the life you were born to live and not look back, to do it unapologetically. So give me a call and I can get you, well, a direct message, and I can get you the same results that I get my clients. I'll see you on Messenger.